Dumbass fucking black people marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs pissing on a fire hydrant. She's a South Korean immigrant, by the way.
These are statements who in the US would quickly end people's careers and cause a media uproar if posted by influential people on Twitter. But if the same tweets are posted about white people instead of other races, the response from the establishment is very different. When Sarah Jeong posted these hateful statements on Twitter, her career was not ruined. In fact, today she has a job at the editorial council and has become a lead writer at the New York Times, one of the most influential magazines in the world. The media coverage of Sarah Jeong's tweets has been incredibly sparse and unimaginably more sympathetic compared to the normal media coverage of hateful content.
You say these tweets are not racist.
No, I don't think Sarah's tweets are racist. Look, first of all, I think that it's important to note that these tweets were dug up by a right-wing, it's not even conservative, it was a right-wingers, people that identify with the white supremacist ideology. Note that she has a prejudice, perhaps, against white men. But that, in fact, does not make her racist. I don't think she's a racist. I absolutely think we're conflating two conversations.
Does it make her a bigot? Does it make her...
No, I don't think it makes her a bigot either.
So because of this glaring difference between the narrative when racism is directed towards white people compared to other races, I went onto the streets of Copenhagen, Denmark to see if this narrative also is the way normal people view it.
Dumbass fucking black people marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs pissing on a fire hydrant. She's a South Korean immigrant, by the way. It's kind of messed up stuff, right?
I think she sounds mentally ill.
Right. Do you think that if she wrote this stuff, do you still think she should be like fired or something from the post?
Of course.
But as far as I remember, what the New York Times said is that they looked at it, they had talked about her with it, they do not condone it, but they still hired her.
All right. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's crazy, right? We're in agreement here. Like, it's really like horribly racist comments, right?
It's like Nazi.
Yeah. But here's the twist. I said there was a twist. She actually did not write this about black people. She wrote it about white people. Does that change the situation? That's the twist.
I kind of understand her.
Right. So she suddenly changed. Okay. So you don't think she should be fired now?
No.
Not at all.
No.
So you kind of understand her now that it's about white people.
I do.
Right. What makes you say that?
I'm sick of listening to white people talk about minorities' problems because they honestly have no idea about their own privilege.
Okay, so now it's not really mentally ill or disgusting.
No.
Now it's kind of okay, honestly.
Yeah, because it's white people are everywhere. History is white. Everything's white.
Isn't that almost like? But what about in China? What if I went to China and was like this towards like Chinese people and said, "Oh, you're the majority"?
Well, we
still carry the legacies with us.
So you can't be racist against white people, and she should not be fired when she writes this stuff about white people. That's what we're in agreement here about, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're not surprised that the media isn't picking up on this or anything? It's fine.
Yeah.
White people just honestly deserve it, kind of. Are we in agreement about that?
We've come to a point where white people have been in charge for so long that I don't even want to listen to white people anymore.
Right. And where have you gotten this like idea from? I'm kind of wondering. Like
I've always surrounded myself with people from different classes and races and and minorities.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's like where it's come from, I guess. Not from the school or university or...
Also school.
Also
and
school.
University. Everywhere. Education.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so you're kind of like educated about this, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Black people.
All right.
That's some messed up stuff, right? Yeah, some messed up stuff.
Did you write that about white people, though?
Nah, black people.
Really?
It was really messed up, yeah.
Black men are bullshit. No one cares about women. You can threaten anyone in the internet. Okay, that's kind of fucked up, though.
Yeah, so she shouldn't do it on Twitter. She can have this opinion, but she should not express it on Twitter, at least.
No, because that's racist and that's just hate speech.
So we're in agreement. She should not be allowed to be on the editorial council, like the most. Okay.
Yes.
But what if I actually? Your friend almost spoiled me there. What if I actually told you this was written about white people?
That's still racist, though.
But that's still racist, though.
It's still racist.
Yes.
It's just as racist.
Yes.
Okay, so she still should not be allowed.
No, because she's being very biased about a certain race.
So we're all in agreement here that it's no different if you say it about white people, Jewish people, or black people, right?
No, because I mean, nowadays there are very different definitions about racism because some people think that it's about the systematic oppression of black people.
Exactly. Is
And-
that what you learn in school, or where have you
No,
learned that?
that's just the internet. We don't learn that in school in here.
Oh, the
because-
internet. It's like what, like
Yeah.
BuzzFeed and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like there's like this that racism is power plus something.
Power plus privilege, so
Yes,
therefore it's
exactly.
like institutionalized violence. So
Yeah,
even if
institutionalized
you get beat up and like fucking go in a coma as a white person, you're still more privileged than some rich ass black rapper, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, it's kind of sick how much joy I get from being cruel to black old men. That's pretty messed up stuff, right? Are we in agreement about that?
Yeah.
Do you think a woman like that, she should be allowed to be on the editorial board of one of the most important magazines in the world?
No, because discrimination is a very bad thing, and
Yeah.
I don't think that she should have the right to speak out loud to the world like that
No.
about other people.
Right. And what if I told you that I wasn't being completely honest, and actually she wrote it about white people?
When it's about white people, I don't think it's such a big deal.
It's not racist.
Yeah.
It's not racist. Okay. So writing I hate white people and that white people and that you get joy out of being mean to old white men is not racist. Are we in agreement about that?
Yeah.
And here you like mean that 100%.
But I don't think that people think it's such a big deal because it is about white people, and
Right.
white people don't get so offended of it maybe because there's so much discrimination about the black people in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so all in all, we can, in agreement here, say that it's not as racist. That's like your guys' opinion. It's not as racist.
Yeah. It's not such a big deal, but still, if it
All right.
comes from a person. If I was white and I said that I
But
hate
you are
all
white. You're white,
yeah.
right?
And if I said that
Making sure. Just making sure.
and I said that I hate all the white people,
Hmm?
people would probably think that it's just a joke. But when her skin color is different, it is of course racism. But
Right.
I don't think the white people take it as such a big deal.
Is it cruel that I get so much joy out of being cruel to old black men? And are Jewish people genetically predisposed to burn fat? Do you still think she should be allowed to be like on the editorial board on the New York Times?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. All right, so we're all in agreement about that.
Yes.
Also you, right?
Yes.
Incredible, incredible. But what if I actually told you there's a little twist to this? Actually, she wrote it about white people. Oh, well, do you still think that she should not be allowed to be on the editorial board, though?
I guess it makes it more okay in some way.
Just like it's okay.
So you think it's more okay when she says it about white people than other races?
Actually not. No.
No?
In a way, I guess.
In a way, you guess.
But I don't know.
Should there still be a consequence or not?
Yeah, she shouldn't be on the editorial thing.
But it's still not as bad.
I don't think so. I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still racist, but less racist. Are we in agreement about that?
No.
All right, so fuck white people a little bit, but not that much. Are Jewish people genetically predisposed to burn faster in the sun, thus logically being the only people fit to live underground like groveling goblins?
Seriously?
For real.
She's working in New York Times?
Yeah. And like the media isn't talking about this or anything. It's crazy, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think she should be allowed to work at the New York Times?
Hell no.
Hell no.
No. How? No. It's for me. It's like I don't know how to say because I don't know how women like this can work in. It's really, really, New York Times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most important, I think, newspaper. Yeah.
Exactly. Actually, she wrote this stuff about white people and not black people.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you still surprised that the media is not talking about it?
Yes, I am still surprised.
You're still surprised?
Yes.
All right, you're still surprised. Right.
I'm still surprised.
So do you think it's messed up? Like, do you still think it's just as messed up when she's saying it about white people compared to blacks or Jews?
I don't know. Everybody think that racism is just for one side, that just white people can be racist, but it's not true
No.
for me. I think that the Asian people and the black people can be the same racist like white people. But just everybody blame white people, for racism. This is crazy for me, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you still think it's completely the same. You're just as racist when you're saying it against a white person as when you're saying it against a black person or someone else.
Yes, I think yeah.
Right.
Racism is racism, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, in your opinion, she should still be fired from her job or
I think
dismissed?
yeah. I think yeah, because racism is the racism
Yeah.
for me.
That was about it. It was pretty calm.
So stressed.
So okay, so she should be like dismissed for that.
Dismissed as in like
fired, or at least like fired from that council. Like the most influential council on one of the most influential magazines in the world.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't know if she should be fired.
Right. It wasn't actually. She didn't actually write it about black people. She wrote it about white people. Do you still think it's the same way?
What do you mean she wrote it about white
Like
people?
she actually wrote all of the stuff, you know, all these hatred and hateful things, but she wrote it about white people instead of black people.
Okay.
Do you think it's still the same way? Like, do you still think it's as bad, I guess you can say?
If all of that was written about white people?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it's still as bad?
Yeah.
No difference between like being racist towards a black person or a Jew and a white person?
No.
Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving the video a like and subscribe to Yabani on YouTube and like me on Facebook. Take care.